everybody. Welcome to Enjoy Every Movie Special Topics. I'm going to talk about something that I saw on the internet. I saw a pretty interesting article about how Blu-rays were probably going to be the last
physical media.
The last physical media that we ever see. Everything else is going to be streaming. How do you think that that's going to affect the way that we watch movies? Do you think it's going to have any effect on whether or not people go to the theater? Do you think it's going to affect whether or not, like, movies might not get made because they don't have any DVD market, or I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think normally you would suspect that it would affect shitty movies, but shitty movies have already found a home in Netflix and, Hulu, Zune Marketplace. So I think it'll affect the physical media side of it, and less so the data side of it.
Well, I mean, so if they get rid of physical media, then obviously I would guess that those sales would go towards the streaming and purchasing online, downloading, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I could do without the big bin of $3 movies at Walmart, which are like all the same movie.
Here's what I have a problem with. I think the price of renting and buying online is way too much right now.
It is way too much.
Like, I could go onto iTunes and I think rent an HD movie for what is it, like $6 or something for a 2-day rental.
I don't know what it is now.
Or maybe I'm thinking of my cable provider. Cable provider, HD movie, $6 for $2 or 2 days. That's too much.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, because people say, oh, it costs them pennies to manufacture a CD, but they got to pay for, like, the cases, they got to pay for transportation, shipping, and marketing and everything.
Yeah, and then I can still go out and rent that physical thing for $2 at Redbox.
Yeah. Or 49 cents at Hastings. Like,
yeah.
Why is it okay that because of convenience they could, just like ebooks. Ebooks should be like a quarter of the price of an actual physical book.
Yeah.
Because the money's not going to like the artist or the whatever. The money's going to the companies that are releasing the films, and that even goes even deeper. Like, yeah, movies who distribute the film used to take a lot of money, but they had to like get vans, pay for the film, pay for the distribution of the film, the shipping of the film. Now movies come on a little cartridge, and yet we're paying more for movies than ever. Like, why can't we save a little money? Like, why can't you ever take something back if something costs less to produce?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's interesting. It's people are gonna keep, like, we're probably gonna get censored for this. Some record executive or some movie executive is gonna see this.
I don't think so.
That's true. I think that people are, within our lifetimes, people are gonna realize, like, how cheap all this stuff is, and you have to realize you're paying, $30 for a Blu-ray that really did not cost that much to produce, and I just think the prices at some point have to start going down.
Well, and I think we're on a movie bubble right now. Like, attendance was way down last year for whatever reasons, but
just the movies last summer just were not.
Yeah, but they still made their money because they charge us so much. But at the same time, I mean.
And they had those new 3D ticket sales, so.
Yeah.
That helped a lot last year.
I mean, that was a bubble, and this year they're going to get through the summer because they got great summer films, but, I mean, I don't know. It's not a golden ticket for them to keep raising the prices of everything and have us keep going. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just, the old models, I think, were pretty, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, I think at some point it's going to affect the creative people, and there's just going to be a lot less movies that are produced. Which you'd think that, like, oh, things are getting cheaper, that means more movies are going to get produced, but I don't know if it's going to work out that way.
I think it does. I think it works out that way. Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it works both ways. Like, I think it's cool that they're getting rid of the DVDs or whatever. I don't care, but I think there's also opportunities for smaller films and things to get put out on places like Netflix or Xbox, Zune Marketplace.
Definitely, yeah. the fact that you don't have to pay for the production of a Blu-ray or DVD, and you can just have it for download on iTunes or Netflix or whatever. Yeah, it definitely allows much smaller budget movies to reach more people.
And I mean, story is always going to win out in films. And if we stop going, like, or if they cut back on making these $200 million films, what was I?
Yeah.
Somehow I want to bash John Carter, but I can't figure out how to do it. Anyways.
John Carter was great.
I know. I meant their marketing campaign.
Oh, the marketing was terrible.
And they spent so much money marketing it that they had to make like so much money back. I mean, just chill out. Why can't everybody just chill out? Take 50 cents off. Like we're also paying for. We have to, if you get rid of DVDs and stuff, your consumer has to be paying for internet, which he probably is already. But can't you figure that cost into it? I mean, stop raising the prices on us. It's outrageous. We're trying to do you a favor and do you a show. Sorry.
It's okay.
I just get so down.
Yeah, I think you're right, Max. Like, even though they may not be able to... We're like, why do these movies cost $200 million to make? Like, if special effects have got, like, processing power for computers and people's ability to create effects that price has got to be going down, too.
Yeah, chill out. Chill out with that shit. That's what I would say.
That's like, I think we'll probably reach a point where, like, it'll be so much cheaper to just, like, create an environment than it will be to actually film on location.
Yeah. Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think Wrath of the Titans, that was pretty much... They had a lot of films. Immortals was all fake. I mean...
Sounds like the best movie ever.
Yeah, so... I could speak more eloquently about this if we hadn't just come up with the topic of the show, but...
Yeah,
I do think it's total horseshit how much they spend. How much they make us spend. And honestly, when iTunes first came out with movies and stuff, I was like, never thought about it, downloading it. Now I'm like, man, I'm only going to download one movie. This shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And let me talk about some Microsoft points. If you want to get a video from the Zune Marketplace, don't do it. 800 points, that's like $10, man. You want to buy Batman Begins digital copy? It's $10. SD, standard def. Chill out with that shit.
Okay.
This has been a segment of chill out with that shit.
Who's the money going to? Who's the money going to? That's what I want to know.
Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington.
All right.
That asshole.
See ya. What do you think?
Yeah.